Hello viewers and welcome to the latest episode of The Huddle. I'm Tim Poole, editor of Gambling Insider, and I'm here with two guests from Lynon. We have Edgar Davtyan, CMO, and Suren Vardanyan, CBO. Thanks for joining us, guys. To start off with, Edgar, can you tell us about your role with the company and what you do?
Hello, nice to meet you, Tim. I'm Edgar. I want to talk a little of Lynon's story, how it's combined. I think the company combined from the group of people who comes from the SaaS-oriented environment and the iGaming industry. So the expertise from the people, it's the main glue of creating our vision for the Lynon. And now we are working on all projects that we are working. It's combined like two types of expertise. One part of our people is coming from SaaS environment. The second part is coming from iGaming. So we combining expertise from our people and lean on each other. And we think it is some new culture of in iGaming industry.
Interesting, very interesting, and we've got an article coming up in our magazine as well, where we talk more about Lynon and kind of your offerings and how you're trying to stand out. So that's all very interesting. Suren, from your side, can you tell us about your role and your experience with Lynon as well?
Yep, I'm the chief business officer. It's basically responsible for strategy, commercial development, business development, service support-wise. We've got legal department in my unit and payment block as well, alongside with the whole commercial part as it's supposed. So classic CBO role.
Fantastic. So Edgar, you kind of mentioned this already, and the next question is kind of to either one of you or to both of you, whoever wants to take it. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the company, the story, where it kind of came from, which, as you say, Edgar, you already kind of touched on a little bit, and what the vision is?
So as I said, all team members, all company people is coming from the two environments. The one of group of people comes from a SaaS-oriented company. The second part is coming from the iGaming experience. We have a lot of people that comes from B2B experience. The one part is coming to B2C experience. So we combine it all together, and I think company history is not starting like 10 years ago. It's starting from the vision that we want to combine these two expertises. And I think we are doing now and doing it well. So because our all products now, what we have now, it's already talked about what we did already to last year. Especially the naming of the company, Lynon, is coming from the meaning of lean on. So in our company, every experts want and do it, lean on to each other. About vision, we want to create the products that will be easy to use for our partners. Our vision about the marketing strategy is more about being fast and being flexible for our partners and do the offers that will be more flexible for the partners and without no big fees or big setup fees. We can say, maybe it's not very right sentence for it, but I think we want to be like B2C, more faster, more flexible, and more easy to understand for partners.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea. So kind of B2C for B2B is kind of what you're saying there, I guess. Interesting combination of the concepts. If we're to talk specifics, so kind of the products and offerings you guys have, and specifically your gamification tools, can you tell us about those?
Yep. The main product offering would be obviously the turnkey solution, which offers by itself fully operating casino website, which includes sportsbook, operational toolkit, etc. Since you asked about gamification, we really focused on our wheel, which is a great, so big of a retention tool that it almost turns into an acquisition tool when used correctly. Besides, we have the bonus offer gamification tool, which allows user to get automated, individualized bonus offerings. And it's not really a gamification tool, but we see crypto as the main thing for tomorrow. So alongside with the product offering features, I would talk about the exchanger functionality and multi-wallet support, which makes the life of a crypto holder / player, casino player, really easy.
Mm-hmm. Just to follow on from that last bit, because interesting you bring up crypto. If you're a supplier in today's industry, or if even just any kind of operator offering payments to different customers, should someone definitely have a crypto solution? Is it kind of absolutely essential in today's market?
Well, it really depends on the operation strategy, which market the website operates on, the business operates on, and what's the acquisition strategy for the given business. But not currently, but I believe in the very near future, crypto will be something inevitable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Let's talk about kind of specific geo, Latin America. Which markets are really the ones to target in Latin America? Because obviously we talk about it as a whole, but there's many different markets and localization is essential in them. Obviously Brazil is huge, but where are you guys going to see, or the industry going to see, the big growth this year?
We know that Brazil now already regulated. So there is a very interesting topic globally, because we have a lot of internal discussion about the LatAm market. I want to talk about especially Brazil, because why the Brazil market is interested? Because a long time it was not regulated market, as we always know, yeah. And when the market is not regulated, he growing very fast, very interesting. They are developing many tools, gamification tools, but without regulation. What it means that teams, marketing teams, product teams, and business teams working on the product that's worked without regulation, and launched in market and growing with that. And after regulated this market, that product must be also must be regulated. So, but experience that already have the teams that during non-regulated time, it's very interesting experience. And after regulating, LatAm market, and especially Brazil, must be adapted their products. So, but we think that B2C operators that comes from the Brazil and that now operating in Brazil have very good and interesting experience from non-regulated time, yeah, and they are very fast, they are very flexible, they have experience to combine a lot of products, so they need to just adapt it. And when we see our experience that comes from the B2C also, we think we can easy adaptate for them our products, understanding their needs, and work with them. And also we know that Brazil market is very big market, and that's why we make some interesting offers for the Brazil, and that's why the Brazil market, we think that it's very interesting for us, especially for us, and we think that we can offer very interesting products for Brazil market.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about those products in a second, but a really interesting point you made about adapting. Do you think, given kind of the B2C operators, how much they've learned in the unregulated market, as you say, or pre-regulation, do you think suppliers can learn from operators as well as the other way around?
Obviously, both B2B providers, the suppliers, can learn from the B2C. Not only can, they should learn from their B2C partners, because at the end of the day, it's the player who's the end user, and what our product is made is eventually made for the one that's the user of the product. So user behavior, statistics, demographics, activity patterns, etc. These all reflect the end product, and the end product is made on the supplier's end. But the vice versa is also true. When you see that a supplier, being an operator, a B2C operator, seeing that a provider insists on pushing a specific product feature, or they put too much emphasis on a feature or something specific on the product, you know that they have a solid reason for that, because they've spent resources and time on creating it, and it has a success story on a given market. So while we're around, they both learn from each other.
I want to add that especially B2B companies that's starting work, for example, with the markets that was unregulated and now is regulating, they must to learn from the B2C operators because there was very flexible, fast, product related solutions. I think they must.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to ask you about your offerings. Two parts of that. One is SiGMA Americas for the show, but more generally first, tell us about your offerings in Latin America and Brazil, and whichever markets you want to focus on.
We're coming to Brazil with the main offer, and we think it's a very interesting offer. It's called 545 because we're selling the 5 point, 5 topics. The first one, the fully operating casino website. The second one, we are giving 3 months of free CRM. The third is 3 months for free for affiliation. And 4 is retro bonus up to 10%, which means we are giving back from GGR fees up to 10% end of the year to B2C operator. And the last topic about we are giving source code as a gift, but after some KPIs and after working with us 5 years. And we are giving 5 these points for like 5K.
Yeah, I was going to say great breakdown, because it's really good to hear the specific offers, and so you actually spell it out here on Gambling Insider. So it's really good to see. So for a final question, what do operators have to look out for in Brazil in the market when it comes to changes and challenges? Because obviously it's quite a new market in terms of regulation this year.
Obviously, the biggest challenge would be the market entry, because once the market gets regulated, market entry gets way more difficult than it used to be. Besides that, technical reporting is something that the operator should be able to cover, and that ends up with being a reliable platform partner. So the suppliers which can operate in Brazil diminished in numbers. So there are very few left that can cover all of this for operators, and that's something that changes the overall picture in the market.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, Edgar and Suren, thank you very much for your time. Really insightful into the company, into Latin America specifically. Best of luck with everything you're looking to achieve. And thanks for speaking.
It was a pleasure to see you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. And to our viewers, as always, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.